Formula Drift can be really, really boring. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of boring parts, and I think for this trip to Atlanta, that's what I wanna show you guys, is just the boring parts. We're actually not allowed to film it. So what is a boring part of this track? It's actually a pretty serious part. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Someone gave Ryan Sage sticky notes. So something a little different. Really like to try and find a foothold in F1. So we did a little surprise for all the Discord members. Forgot all the podcast gear to clarify on what happened upstairs with that weird decision and the weird awkwardness. Also, this is my house. This is the setup for the studio and stuff, if you didn't know. Boring part number one. Making sure that my computer is all ready to go. All my updates and stuff are done, so it doesn't try to do it at the hotel. This is key because if it decides to do some sort of update on hotel Wi-Fi, it will take all day. And then packing. I need to pack. That is very, very boring. I try to go carry-on only whenever I travel. So I go with the nomadic method luggage. If you have followed me, you know I'm a big nomadic fan. Check this out though. This is basically everything for the podcast in here. So mics, wireless mics, the headphones, the recorder, all that stuff. It's all in there. Stickers, hats, clothing, FD stuff, and then I run the little pneumatic sling for the rest of my stuff. Just picked up a Steam Deck. That was awesome for New Zealand. If you haven't checked out that video, hopefully I'm done it. Boring part number 2 over, which is the Uber ride. Actually, it wasn't boring at all. My Uber driver just talked about music. But now boring part 3 starts, which is airport. Thankfully, I have TSA pre, so that makes life a lot easier. Yeah, security took all of 30 seconds, so real nice. TSA pre is worth it. Clear is actually backed up. Not always worth it. So I'm flying Delta, almost always fly Delta. If you fly more than 4 or 5 times a year, stick with one airline. It will pay for itself. But get to take the train and then off to the Delta Lounge, which the one in Orlando is not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. All right, all the way back, 36F. I always go window seat. I don't know why, just do. I think it's because I can do this. But it'll be Steam Deck, little bag there. All right, flight went well, minus someone having a dog there barking the entire time. Originally, I was supposed to get a ride back with Ryan Sage, which would not have been boring. And now, I believe I'm splitting an Uber with Jared, which would definitely not be boring. So I guess this isn't the boring part.
Making history, Grid Life FD collab event, Road Atlanta.
Okay, welcome to first official day. Just sat through the driver's meeting. That is not boring. We're actually not allowed to film it, or I would, but it was really good. So the quick notes on that are, they have moved things, but they want to make it where the chase is much easier. Sorry, I'm going to be out of breath by the time I get up this hill. The chase is much easier. So everything is wider. The clipping points are actually moved off track a little bit, or like inbound track a bit to make it easier. So should be a good one. So what is a boring part of this track is the walking. I'm gonna end up putting in 20,000 steps every day. You can catch rides, you can, hitchhike and all that shit. But yeah, that part is not the most exciting. It's good though, I need it. My cardio sucks. Getting a little chubby from all the travel already, so. But about to head up for Prospect practice and see how that goes. All right, this isn't a boring part. It's actually a pretty serious part. So this is Feras Katumi's car after practice into the wall. Another boring job. Not that I have to do it, but take a look at the tires and see how everything looks.
Let me add another one.
Add another one in? It looked like the GTs are holding up well though.
Yeah.
So, Kendas, lots of life. Nah, I'm just kidding. These are worn down, but super even. And then these are the GTs, which are basically right, like the tread depth is great on these. The Kenda just getting to. Now we don't know which driver these are for. We don't know any of that. Some of these are, what do we got here? Another set of Kendas. Little camber worn on that one. Okay, I believe these are the Kumos. Maybe you can tell. Little heat checking on these. You can tell by the color change in them. 290. All right, once again, not boring, but sat up here, watch all ProSpec. There's our podium right there. All right, next boring thing is painting lines. I don't actually do this, but I'm just gonna follow them to show you that this is actually Brian's new toy.
We're gonna watch Brian do it now.
We're gonna watch Brian paint lines. So we have 3 judges. No, I'm good. I'm good.
For your vlog, man.
No, it's all good.
Show us.
I decided to show.
Somebody else can do it tomorrow, and then somebody can do it on Saturday.
I wanted to do a vlog where all I do is cover all the really boring shit that happens. Although this is kind of interesting.
Look at it. I just don't think anybody can lay a line like a Caucasian.
Yeah, no, nobody. Well, I mean, Colombians.
No, we produce it.
Oh.
You don't lie, you're no surprise, is it?
Yeah. Look, he's making the box wider so all the drivers can stop. Look at that man go.
He might have it on his truck, I don't know. Are you in touch with Kevin?
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Shit, bone dry. I was about to say that.
You still can.
Okay.
So you can go back and paint. It's in between runs.
Yeah, you get a good view of videos probably from right here.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, right? See?
Set him on fire.
Ugh. I wonder how close I can get without getting in trouble. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Don't fuck this up, Brian. Oh, it's getting everywhere.
Yeah, well, new gas cans suck.
Oh, is it the anti-siphon or like?
It's just the anti-spill shit.
Yeah.
It's only even fucking there, dude.
No, I know. All right. Got my show notes. Bracket. Sage's whiteboard. Famous whiteboard.
Middle of the night. Oh my goodness.
Someone gave Ryan Sage sticky notes. He had a whiteboard. Now he has 3 whiteboards and a pack of sticky notes, so they're everywhere. All the notes. It's dark as shit. I know. I get it. All right, but seating done for Pro. Not gonna lie, kind of rough. I got the dyno running over there. It's just it was just rough, but. You know what? It's not every broadcast is going to be awesome. Felt like good Jared and I side of things, just no flow. Like when you get all those timeouts and breaks and incidents and shit like that, it's hard to get into like a building of emotion. So that's the struggle with it. But back here now, more steps. I fucking forgot to count. I don't know. I can go look at my watch, but actually took it off. I take it off during broadcast so I don't get annoyed. And then grab some food. And we are back. It is Friday. Boring stuff. Not really my whole day, but I don't have much to do today. Literally have no real responsibilities to the very, very end of the day. Literally the podium show is kind of it. So I slept in. I slept until 10:30. Just wild for me. Absolutely unhinged for me, but apparently I needed the sleep. So right now I'll go down just after autograph signing, go meet some of the drivers and have some conversations and really, see what we can do. See what I can find out. All right, so gonna make my second appearance on Circle of Drift. We got a pretty sick setup here right down the hill, so talk about a prime spot.
Right there. I think with the Mavericks results last year, I think a little closer on this station when Feras was.
Towards Alaska, Unity gets the win to Alaska, gets the victory, and conquers the dragon.
Here's our podcast for tonight. So, oh, geez, way too loud. So this is setup, which is, you can't hear it, but it's really messed up right now. Yeah, this is my view. You can see it. So get all this set up and then get ready to go. Okay, we are on to the official day. We're here for Saturday. Yesterday was not a lot. It was basically just hanging out, talking with drivers. I don't record that because I don't want them to feel pressure and this regular out of my notes, but it's game day today and I'm doing something very different. And you just got to hang tight. But for right now, coffee. So, something a little different. It's not Jared.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not Jared. So I'm going to be doing some announcing for GLTC and rush racing. So very different than drifting. First foray into it. I've watched a lot of F1, so I'm hoping to embrace my inner Crofty or, I mean, anything I can do. Anything I can
Bring
do.
on your Brundle, baby.
Yeah, I could do the Brundle. It'd be tough, though. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, see how it goes. It's not live anywhere. Are we going to have any highlights from this later?
Well, we're going to have some recaps probably post-weekend, but nothing immediate.
Hopefully I don't say anything too stupid, so we'll see. First time announcing grip racing. I'm not going to lie. I had a fucking blast. I've made it known a few times I'd really like to try and find a foothold in F1 however I can. And that's kind of like a first step. So pretty stoked about it. I have so much more to learn, but I crammed last night to learn as much about both series as I could and I think it went okay. There's no broadcast. I tried to record some of it for you guys, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's raining, you couldn't tell. Beanie was a good choice this time. Shorts though? No, fuck. Shorts were a bad choice, so I have to go get my pants because Reese brought them for me. Where does he put those balls? This is the spotters if you can hear me. Everybody all lined up. This will be almost empty by the time we're done. I don't know what's going on, but the shampoo from the carpets is coming up. You can tell Jared's been standing. So we did a little surprise for all the Discord members. We brought them down to the podium and we are doing the track walk experience. For the record, I only got to do one for the first time in Long Beach, and now I get to host one, which is sick. They get to listen to me ramble and go off on total tangents on stuff that probably doesn't make sense to most people. But yeah, really appreciate everybody in the Discord. And this is the kind of stuff we want to do to give back because that's where really, that's where the real fans are. If you got enough time to join the Discord, you got time. You know, it's the nerd stuff in the most respectful way possible.
The only way to do it.
Yeah, right? Like, what other sport can you do that where you can just like hang out with all the drivers in Discord,
Not cool.
hang out with staff? Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, everybody knows who Andy Luck is. Do you know the Andy Luck of NASCAR? No. So there, point proven. All right, so we did the track walk, kind of went down here, took everybody around, had an absolute blast. Yeah, I mean, so cool to get to meet all these people, and I don't know, it was nice to walk the track again. It's been a long time. But now it is getting ready for top 16. Interesting kind of development, a lot of rain, a lot of lightning. The track has some crazy strict, not for a bad reason, but just very strict lightning policies. So we're kind of playing it by ear right now to understand what's going to happen next. You've already watched the event, you know what's going on. For me, right now, we're trying to figure it all out. But up here, getting ready to go and see what happens. All done. Wild night to say the least. I still have what's up, Sam? What's up, buddy? Like there's any light on me right now. That's all good.
Low light shoot.
I mean low light. All that ISO. Better be a fucking Sony then. We're all wrapped up mostly. I still gotta do the podcast, but my dumb ass forgot all the podcast gear back at the booth, so now I get to run all the way back, grab it, then lug it all the way back up the hill. To clarify on what happened upstairs with that weird decision and the weird awkwardness. So basically, the judges put in their decision. We get a call from broadcast from Kemp. I know you can't see shit, but listen along. He goes, we got a call. So we bring them down. We say, hey, time to come down. Then the judges always compare notes after their decision's put in. And then they realize that no, it was supposed to be one more time. And something between their input device and broadcast fucked up. And this is why we double check. So then, you know, never happened before, so we had to figure out what the fuck to do, and managed to get it all sorted, and James Dean got the win, but holy shit. Anyways, Now I get to grab all my podcast gear and run back up, but maybe I can get a ride from Joyce because I see her golf cart. Well, because I suck, I actually completely forgot to film the outro there from Atlanta. It was a nuts weekend and really wasn't that boring. Not boring at all. And I think that's maybe the point I want to make there is that even on the back end, it is not boring. I actually get very little time to kind of sit and chill, even with the whole day off for Prospect. Still slammed the entire time. But yeah, FD behind the scenes, it's not boring. There's always something on the go. But I would love to know from your perspective what you want me to cover. Obviously, after this video is going to be the Drift Masters video, and I'm going to be doing some comparison stuff at some point, but I need to get my footing first and understand exactly what it is there is to compare. But from the FD stuff, what do you want me to cover? What's some more behind the scenes stuff you'd like to know about? Do you prefer these long adventures? Would you rather me just make individual videos? I need the feedback. I just want to know. Let me know. But I really appreciate everything. Really love meeting so many of the Discord members. If you get an opportunity to, please join the Discord for the Outer Zone. You can find out. Yeah, I'll drop a link down below for that. But that's going to do it for me. Please leave a like, a comment. Let me know what you think of these videos, what you want changed, what you want to be the same. Share it, subscribe, please. It's going to be a really interesting year for me. I have some cool life updates that I need to touch base on, but I need to let everything settle first before I do that. So you got to be subscribed to get the notifications on that one. But I really appreciate everything, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.